and welcome. I'm Anna from Craft Me a Card, and I love crafting for the crafter, and that is you. So today I have something special to make for you, and this is a tag. And this tag is going to be sent over to Liana over at It's a Deal. She is having a birthday challenge, and it's just to make a tag and send it to her. And I honestly really do enjoy these challenges because they do challenge me. So one of the things she was requesting is to use certain colors. And one of the selections was gold, black, white, and she also mentioned she really liked the color scheme that Maggie Holmes uses. And I'll put the link of her video in the description box below. But I don't have a die that is large that I could use for this challenge, so I went ahead and I used my Cricut. Yay! I used my Cricut. And it was actually quite fun. And like I am in a no spending year, I had to pick a tag that, of course, wouldn't cost me. So thankfully, I had already purchased this tag on one of my cartridges, and so it was available for me to use. So I went ahead and I did the frame in gold, and I love polka dots. So I went ahead and I used this black and white polka dot cardstock. Okay, so I go ahead and I die cut a flourish, and this is by Memory Box. This is an old die. I don't know if this is still available, but I thought that this would be perfect vessel for my flowers. I go ahead and I adhere it to my tag using liquid glue, and I also adhere the gold frame. And I want it popped up, so I go ahead and I add some foam adhesive to it to give it dimension. And I just like to add a little bit of liquid glue before and after this foam adhesive, just to assure that it stays in place for many, many years. Okay, so now is the time to bring in the flowers, these pressed flowers that I am enjoying so much. I believe these are white periwinkles, and I grab 4 different ones, 4 different sizes, and I just place them in different parts of this swirl. So I grab my glue gun and I place little blobs of glue in the spots where I want these flowers to be placed. And my idea is to make these pop out using this silicone glue as the dimension. As you can see here, it's dry and it dries elevated. So these are going to help pop up these flowers. So I go ahead and I place more hot glue, and as it is warm, I go ahead and I place each one of these flowers right in the middle of these glue dots. So here they are. You could see that now my flowers are nice and elevated on this tag. So pretty. Off camera, I went ahead and I created my sentiment. I printed it out, and it just says, "You amaze me." Using black toner, using my laminator, I went ahead and I added some gold foil to it. And as always, I love to add some sequin to my projects just to elevate them a little bit more and make them a little cheerful. So I went ahead and I brought some iridescent sequin and I just placed it in different spots of the tag. Using some jewel glue, I went ahead and I secured these down. I felt the flowers were a little too plain, even though they're beautiful, but I just felt that they needed a little something since they're so white. So I brought some Nouveau drops. These are clear, just to make it look like these flowers have some dew on them, have a little bit of maybe a drop of water. So I went ahead and I added that. And once this was done, I was like, well, that looks really pretty, but it didn't solve my problem of them looking a little too plain for my taste. You have the sequin in the background, but I wanted something for the flower to be able to pop. So I went ahead and I brought some stickles. Now, there are different tints of stickles in the mix of the glitter they use. And so you can see here, the top one is more on the blue-green side, and the bottom one is more on the gold side. So since the card has some gold, I went with the one that has the gold tint. And I just added it in little spots of the flower, just to give it a little bit of sparkle and shine. You can see here that now they have a little bit more character to them. Okay, so since this is a tag, it needs, of course, some ribbon to go through this eyelet. So I go ahead and I grab 3 different colors of ribbon. So to put them through the eyelet, I just go ahead and I grab these 3, fold it in half. I push the middle of these ribbons, the folded part, through the eyelet, but I don't pull it all the way through. I just grab the end where the ribbon is loose and I push these through this loop. Then I pull these ends and voila, these ribbons are nice and secure on this tag. And I feel this is a beautiful tag as it is, but I don't know. She likes Maggie Holmes. I just felt it needed a little pop of pink. So I go ahead and look through my flowers and I find some bougainvilleas. So I grab the smallest petals of the bougainvilleas that are in this hot pink tone and I just stick one under each one of these white flowers. And I think that makes the difference in the world. That pop of color just really made the difference in my eyes. Now the ribbon of the tag, I also felt it needed a little touch of this pink. So I go ahead and I add a little piece of thin pink ribbon. And just to balance it all out, I go ahead and I add some hot pink sequin in certain parts of the tag. And oh my goodness, that made a difference. It just changed the tag completely. It just adding this pop of pink really changed the feel of this tag. It just feels funner, not so serious. So this is my project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get inspired and I hope you create and be happy. And Liana, I hope you really like this tag. It was tons of fun thinking of how I can make it yours. All right, I invite you to please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit the notification bell, like, and comment. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye. Goes again. Fine. I'll have to take you off. And poke you. Poke you through the opposite end. Oh, great. Where is the hole? Where is the hole? There we go. Off you go. Spit it out. Ugh. Can I take you? Ugh. No, I cannot take you off without damaging you. Alright, dear. It is what it is. Brr. Just wasted one.